Hello everyone, welcome to Viti Pathshala. So in this class we would be studying about the economics part of the term second 6th class term second economics part. So let us start the class. So this is the class 6th term second and the economics and introduction. So what is economics we would be going to study in this chapter. So let us start. The laughter of the children echoed throughout the children's park of that apartment. Some slided down joyfully down the slide, and some went up and down in the seesaw, shouting cheerfully. Others were swinging so high and fast in the swings as if they were about to reach the sky. Some children were waiting near the swings to play next. Now Kevin did not join with any of these children. He sat alone in a corner, starting somewhere. His uncle Mohan noticed Kevin and come near to him. So you can see the picture has been shown that the other children are playing and the Kevin is sitting and his uncle approached to near him. Now Kevin, are you going to play with your friends? Asked his uncle as he sat near to Kevin. Uncle, everyone teases me, calling me a villager, said Kevin with the tears rolling down his eyes. Even our Vimalan laughs along with them. I came here for the holidays with so much excitement. Now I regret my presence here. I want to go back to the village, uncle, sobbed the Kevin. Is it so? Where is Vimalan? Asked his uncle and started to search for his son in the crowd. Now Vimalan called him in loud voice. On hearing his father's voice, Vimalan inquired, "Did you call me, Dad?" and came near him. Did everyone tease Kevin? Asked the Mohan. Vimalan didn't utter a word. He stood quietly. Even though I live in this big city, I also hail from the same village. My roots are still there, said the father worriedly. Then he added, Go and bring your friends. I have to tell something to you. Saying this, he sat near the Kevin. और वो केविन के पास बैठ जाते हैं और अब वो जो है बताएंगे कि गांव में और शहर में क्या फर्क है. व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द विलेज एंड द रूरल एंड द अर्बन एरियाज. When Vimalan brought his friends, his father made them all sit down together. Mohan asked the children, Let me come to the point directly. Do you know from where do we get all the food? क्या तुम्हें पता है हमें ये जो हम हर रोज खाना खाते हैं ये फूड कहाँ से आता है? The rices and pulses we eat. We buy them from shop, said the Anandan. आनंदन एक लड़का है, वो बोलता है कि हम इसको दुकान से खरीदते हैं. Now tell me, where do the shopkeepers get these things from? I guess they would buy them from another shop. I think they would buy them from those who grows crops, uncle said Inba. Correct. We call those people who raise crops as farmers. Farming is the main occupation in villages. The children looked at each other in surprise. The farmers grow various crops like pulses, grains, vegetables, etc., and send them to the shops in the cities. We buy and consume them. Uncle, I have a doubt, said the Kavin. Tell me, Kavin, in villages I have seen people selling all kinds of things in a place. Why do they call it Sandhai instead of shop? Yes, Kavin. Now, in villages, once a week or month, all things are sold in a particular place at the specific time to meet the needs of the people. That is called as the Sandhai, or in the urban areas we call it as the local market that happens on a particular day. Now, do you all know that where do they bring these things to Sandhai? Now, we don't know, uncle, said the children. I told you already that the things which are produced in the villages are brought to the Sandhai. Fine, Kavin. Do you know what activities are carried out in a Sandhai? So, buying and the selling, said the Kavin. Very good, Kavin. Apart from going to the Sandhai with your mother, you have also noticed what happening around you. Hearing this, Kavin smiled. All the children said in unison, without knowing the importance of the villages, we teased Kavin. Forgive us, uncle, we won't hurt anyone hereafter. We wish to know more about this. Now, sure, I will tell you, said the Mohan. Small traders and other people buy things from the Sandhai, explained the Mohan. Do you know, in older days we had a system of exchange goods for the other that was known as the barter system. So what is the barter system? Exchanging goods is known as the barter system. For example, exchange a bag of the rice for enough clothes. Now, a person who has rice in surplus and a person who has cloth in surplus will exchange on the basis of their needs. But here the problem is that the person who has the clothes should have the willingness to buy the rice. Only then the exchange through the barter system will take place. मतलब कि आपको अगर कपड़े चाहिए तो आपको जो है वो दूसरे बंदे को राइस खरीदनी चाहिए होगी. Money, what is the utilization of the money? You can give the money and buy anything you want. But in the barter system, there was this problem. The other person must accept the commodity you are giving. So the barter will occur on the mutual agreement or the mutual concession between the two persons. When they exchange commodities, they may lead to the certain problems when comparing the differences in value of commodity. To solve this problem, people invented a tool called the money. और इस प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने के लिए एक जो है टूल बनाया गया जिसको इन्होंने मनी का नाम दिया. Really, is it so? Exclaimed the children. क्या सही में ऐसा होता है? You know that early men who hunted and they gathered food later learned to cultivate crops. Now, when they found rivers which provided them water, settled down. So these are the issued, this picture depicts the issued faced in the barter system. The amount from the income which is left for the future needs after the consumption, that is saving, that is a simple definition. Now Raja, can you tell me what is written in this box? Can you translate and tell me what is written here? Now, permanently near the river. These permanent settlements were called as the villages. Agriculture remains to be the root of our economy even today. Man has no limits for his demand and desire. Based on this, men started to learn new occupations. Those who are involved in farming and the grazing are called as the farmers and the cultivators. Is agriculture the primary occupation? Yes, agriculture is the primary occupation. There are certain other primary activities like the farming. Now, agriculture and industries are helped in the economic development of our country. Our country's economic is based on the three economic activities. And what are these three economic activities? So first comes is your primary activity. सबसे पहले क्या आती है? Primary activities. Now they are concerned with the production of the raw material for food stuff and industrial use. So primary activities include the agriculture, cattle rearing, fishing, mining, collection of fruit, nuts, honey, rubber, resin and medicinal herbs and lumbering. So these are the parts of your primary activities. Now, is agriculture confined only to villages? What other works do villagers do? What will a village look like, uncle? Interrupted the Inba. Agriculture is the primary occupation. There won't be any kind of the facilities like our cities. At the same time, they get their basic needs fulfilled easily. There are small shops, vegetables are grown in abundance, just like the rice and the pulses. Now, though the sugar that is added in our milk, coffee and the tea is produced in the sugar mills, the raw material sugarcane is cultivated in our villages. From chilies to the mustard, all these provisions used for the food are grown in the villages. Wow, my mother told me that these things are very expensive, therefore the villages must be so wealthy, said the Aditya. No, not like that. They are just producers. सिर्फ वो उगाते हैं. Their products are brought and they sold by some mediators. So the farmers get very little money. So the mediator gets all the money. What a pity, but the villages are the real shadows of cities, exclaimed Anandan. Even Gandhiji has said that the villages are the backbone of our country. So you write down this quote in your notebook for your mains answer writing. So कहीं भी इकोनॉमी का आपको या फिर विलेजेस पर क्वेश्चन आता है, so do write this statement that the Gandhiji called that the villages are the backbone of our country. Yes, what a wonderful saying, said the Kavin. Exactly. Accidentally. It's a Tiruvalar quote. Person one who knows his income and should adapt his life according to that, and who does not lives according to his income simple by expanding will not have anything at the end. Oh, great. Yes, what a wonderful saying, said the Kavin excitedly. At that time the mobile phone rang. Mohan attended the phone. Vimalan mother Pony had called. What are you chatting about with the children for so long? The food is ready, bring them home. Saying so, she cut the call. Children, come, let's go home. Food is ready. Mohan got up and the children followed him with joy. Inba asked, Uncle, you said how villages are important. Aren't cities important? No, Inba, both cities and the villages are important on their own. If it is, tell us about the importance of the cities, asked the Inba again. That is good. I will tell you, more than 50% of our world populations live in the cities. In our state, Tamil Nadu, 47% of the people are in cities. Wow, they exclaimed. Not only that, Tamil Nadu is very developed in the secondary and the tertiary activities as well. These are city-centered activities. We feel very proud to hear this uncle tell us about those activities. Uncle Mohan said, well, apart from this, employment opportunities are more in the cities than the villages. People involved in the small scale industries, unorganized sector are mostly found in the cities. We don't understand. In villages, there are only a few saloon and the laundry shops, but in cities, the number of such small scale workers are more. The results in the additional income in the cities. Really, yes, well paved roads, ports, airports, railway station supports the trade. Many branches of the banks help in the circulation of the money and boost the country's economy. All these are termed as the tertiary activities. Vimalan exclaimed, even being in the city, I never knew about all these things. Inba said, we really got to know more information, uncle. Now the second, at this page they have given the secondary activities. So first we have done the primary activities. Now what are these secondary activities? The secondary activities are the raw material obtained from the primary activities like the fishes or the agriculture. They are converted into the finished product through the machinery on the large scale. Now these activities are called as the secondary activities. Industries are classified on the basis of the availability of the raw materials, capital and the ownership. Now on the basis of the raw material, industries are classified like the agro-based industries. So they are cotton, textile, sugar mill, food processing, agriculture-based industries. Then your food or the forest-based industries. These are your paper mill, furniture making, building materials. Then the mineral based industries, cement, iron, aluminium industries. Then marine based industries, seafood processing. You must know the difference between the primary, secondary and tertiary. So the third type of is the tertiary. Now I already told you that the industries produce goods and they distribute them to the people. For this purpose, some services are required. These services are called as the tertiary activities or the service sectors. The service sector serves the people to fulfill their daily needs. Now these are transport, roadways, railways, waterways and airways, communication, post, telephone, information technology, etc. Trade, procurement of goods, selling. Banking is the money transaction, banking services. These are your tertiary activities. Tertiary activities or the service sector we call them as. Now will you compare cities and the villages in the future? Never, we won't say such a thing. If anyone talks like that, we will explain whatever we have learned from you, replied the children. Come, let's go and have our lunch, said the Mohan. Children said that they will come after playing for some more time. Holding the Kevin's hand, they all ran together the park. Mohan, as an economics teacher, felt proud of their unity and satisfied of the clarifying the something good to the children. Now what are the learning outcomes? As the children understand the meaning of the Sandhya, get clear the idea of the barter system and knowledge of the three types of the system. So this was the small chapter, nothing important except the definition of barter system, except the primary, then comes your secondary and tertiary activity definition. So this is an easy chapter which we have completed. So I think we have time, so we have completed it in 20 minutes. It took us 20 minutes only. So I would be taking one more chapter. So I would be giving you link shortly. So thank you, and we would be doing the first chapter of the science, that would be the heat.